efficient half-court offense. Also, if you have a lockdown defense, then you can sometimes use that to control pace to tighten their clamps.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Isaac and Carter up front. Then there's Wagner. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's the Prodigy in at the 1. And for the Lakers, the big three for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Dwight Howard out there with Malik Monk. Here's the Prodigy, pounded by Westbrook. Here's the Prodigy, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Here's the Prodigy, pounded by Westbrook. Here's the Prodigy, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's James. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And they're able to recover. Carter against Howard. 5 to shoot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off.
You know, when we talk about the new NBA and younger players who fit the mold, Jonathan Isaac is actually kind of a poster child for that. Perfect for today's game.
Westbrook, the pass to Davis. Here's James. Pass to Howard. From deep. The rebound by Ross. For Isaac, why do you think Jonathan is an ideal type of player for the current game, Clark?
Well, you know, B.A., it's simple. Every team wants a guy with length. And Isaac's got a 7'1" wingspan. He's a terrific athlete. And, you know, that combination leads to lots of block shots on defense and the ability to stretch the floor at the other end because he's a pretty good shooter. So as he continues to develop that three-point shot, watch out. He'll be the epitome of a 3-and-D guy.
Outside Monk. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Boy, you describe AD's games and you start running out of superlatives. I mean, when this guy is healthy, he dominates in a different fashion, but in similar ways to Tim Duncan.
Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done. And this game is tied up now.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter.
And a nice touch on the finish.
And the Prodigy gets it to go.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Pass to Westbrook. Unloads from 13. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first.
Well, Anthony Davis helped rescuing the Lakers from some lean years. In the 6 seasons prior to his arrival, they'd missed the playoffs more times than in the previous 65 years of the franchise.
And a year after they got him, they're hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy. And now with his new contract, he should help them compete for a long time to come.
Anthony's checked in for Howard. Here's the Prodigy. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Knocks down the triple.
Russell Westbrook never lacks for confidence. And when he starts knocking down threes, he becomes impossible to guard.
Here's the Prodigy. Checked by Davis. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for the Lakers. Nunn comes in for Monk. Lopez, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Isaac. Orlando calls timeout. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
You know, the defense had no answer.
Substitution on the court.
We've got LeBron James. Dwight Howard out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Monk in at the 2-guard position. That's the Laker 5. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Thanks, guys. Well, the prodigy in their last time out against the Clippers put on a show. He picked up 41 points and was on point from deep. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's the prodigy. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Monk. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. James, right side. And he lays it up and in. And now a 6-point Laker lead.
LeBron is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 260 lbs, and there's nothing extra there. So he can physically impose his will and flat out dominate near the rim.
Here's the prodigy. No good from outside.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
None up top. Fires the three. Orlando grabs the miss. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's the prodigy. Coming off 41 points last game out. Inside, here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
James passes to Howard. Outside Nunn. Back to James. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is such a talented finisher. The defense in that situation just unable to keep him from that shot.
Here's the prodigy. Drills it from deep. 11 points in the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Nunn, the pass to James. Back to Nunn. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Monk for three. Drops in the three. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
The other thing they've done well is getting after shooters. They've closed out well and have a lot of blocks at half because of it.
Here's the prodigy. That one rolls around and rims out.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Orlando calls timeout.
Like a lot of young players, B.A., it took Monk some time to get going, but he's found his stride in the NBA now.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Lakers on top. They're up by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Lakers in the lead. Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Isaac and Carter up front. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Wagner. And it's the prodigy in at the point.
Well, it looks to me like he can get this shot anytime he wants. I mean, so confident, so poised, always under control.
Here's the prodigy. And a miss there on the triple. Well, the Lakers shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Davis can't hit.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
All right, BA, Russell Westbrook last season said titles won't define him. He said, quote, I grew up in the streets. I'm a champion. I don't have to be an NBA champion. My legacy isn't based on what I do on this court. It's what I do off the floor. How many people I'm able to impact and inspire.
A different perspective, Allie. Good stuff. Here's the prodigy. And he banks in the layup. 13 points in the game.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Westbrook, the pass to Davis. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the prodigy. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Russell Westbrook. First free throw is good. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 in this 3rd quarter. Here's James. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. James has got 6.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 15. It's stolen by James. Driving in. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And the prodigy gets it to go.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Basket counts. 12 points for him.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's the prodigy. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Jordan's checked in for the Lakers. Nunn comes in for Monk. Lopez, he's checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Ross. Nunn finds James. Back to Nunn. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Isaac.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's the prodigy. Knocks it down from distance. 23 points in the game.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And for much of his career, Jordan has been surrounded by unbelievable talent.
Well, you...
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
They haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They've been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot. A lot of baskets in transition.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. The big three for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Malik Monk is out there with Dwight Howard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Westbrook. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 9.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
Here's the prodigy. Check by James. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Shooting for Orlando.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Davis, the pass to James. Westbrook right side. And he lobs it up top. And Davis slams it home.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Here's the prodigy. 3-pointer. Monk grabs the miss.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Magic have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Driving to the basket. The prodigy can't hit.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And it's Monk off the drive. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Easy look provided by Win. Del Carter Jr. always helps when you're big. You can share the rock.
Here's Westbrook.
Orlando foul. Number 5. That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Howard with the ball. Now guarded by Isaac.
Turnovers happen. It's part of the game. But kudos to him. That's his first of the night.
Down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Pass to Carter. Launches a 3. The prodigy can't hit.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Count it. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is already top 10 in career assists, okay? And he's also continuing to rack up the dimes and climbing just about every all-time chart there is in the NBA.
Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Ross. Ross has got 4 rebounds now. Here's the prodigy. Excellent D there from Westbrook.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Lets it fly. And they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Shot clock at 6. James outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. He has 29 now.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
The Lakers call timeout. They're ahead by 9. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And he's really had a tremendous night from the field. He's shooting at a clip over 50%. I'll tell you what, that's the kind of efficiency that makes a coach rest well at night.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance.
During that break, Coach Frank Vogel had some advice for his team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
And Allie, thanks.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Orlando foul. Number 5. That's his third personal foul.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little. And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Lakers.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And when you only face a team twice on the season, you love to win that first one. Now they'll have the mental edge in the next meeting against Orlando.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Davis.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
And Davis gets double teamed. James, a good look. It's rebounded by Wagner.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
James outside. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you